Hey, it's Courier Girl. How's everybody doing out in Courier land? It's been a while because I've been freaking busy. Seems like every time I have a minute, I can't think of anything to say. And then when I can think of things to say, I'm driving down the road, and it's not really smart to record while you're driving. And anyway, it would be so loud you wouldn't be able to hear me. I love this van for a lot of things, but noise control is not one of them. So I wanted to talk about something that somebody commented on one of my videos the other day, and they were talking about taking time off. And I said, can you take time off whenever you want? And the answer is yes and no. So even though we're independent couriers, we still commit to doing certain jobs. If you're doing a route, it may be a Monday to Friday, it may be different evenings, it may be a few days a week, or even one day a week. But if you commit to do that, then the companies that you're contracting with are going to rely on you. And if you can't do it this week, or you can't do it that week, or you got to have this day off or that day off, after a while you get a reputation as not being very reliable. So you don't get the best jobs anymore. So if you're going to commit to something, then commit to it. And if you need to take time off, then give them notice, just like you would a regular job. If I need to take time off, I usually schedule it. I usually give them sometimes even a week to 2 weeks notice. So, because they're doing their schedules ahead of time too. Like, I may be on demand one day, but I'm on demand from like noon to 8 or something like that. Like, I have a time slot that I'm available. And I can't just say, well, I'm going to do this one and this one, and then I'm just not going to do the rest because I don't feel like it. There are people who do that, and then people like me have to fill in and pick up the slack because they just felt like going home. So for me, my personality and my work ethic, if I say I'm going to be there, unless there's an emergency, I'm going to be there. You know, and that's also the same reason that I've talked about previously having a backup vehicle, because there's been a couple times my van has broken down and was down for the count for that day, but I have a couple other vehicles that I can drive so that I can still be on the road. It's not a big deal. So those are things to think about. You can take time off. Better to schedule it if you can. Better to keep your reputation up. You want to be the person who's in demand because you can command higher prices. Now, if you really don't want to have a commitment of like a route 5 days a week or whatever, that's fine. Then you should probably look at gig apps, because those you can just log in and do whenever you want, like DoorDash or Uber or one of those. There's tons of them out there. There's so many out there. And I know people who are making really good money doing that, and they love the flexibility of being able to do it whenever they want. You're on, you log in, you do a few runs, you log out, you do something else, you do it again later. Now, how successful you are at that depends on the area you're in and how good you get at figuring out the shortcuts and the best ways to make money. So there is a learning curve there, but it's well worth it if you really need that flexibility. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Glad that I was able to finally get a break and get on camera for a few minutes, because I really miss talking to you guys. I love the comments. I love the emails that I get. I'm behind on emails, so I have to catch up on those too. And if you also want to talk to me, I'm on Facebook. You can find me there under Maria Miners, M-E-I-N-E-R-S. I'm not under Courier Girl there. I'm just under my name. So yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say right now, but just glad I got this moment to catch up. So peace out and see you on the road.